Good afternoon, Professor. This is going to be my post-lab video for Mod 5, Lab 5, and still in my process of getting caught up with the back labs. We will start with going over safety as usual. As you can see, still got my glasses. I threw my gloves away. Paper towels, fire extinguisher. Trash is in there. Over there around the corner is the bathroom. It's got another sink and shower. I had my hot pad, everything I needed to be successful at performing this lab safety-wise. Wore loose or no loose clothing, long sleeves. And next we'll start with just a brief overview of the experiment. This one was kind of different because I didn't really understand what the first one was going to do. I thought honestly something was going to happen with the steel wool more than anything, but that's not a problem. With the first part of the experiment, trying to make iron 2 acetate, which I really wasn't sure what it was. I had to, do some research real quick before I started this. Then in the second experiment, part 2 of this experiment, the oxidation of iron 2 to iron 3, which was pretty cool to watch. Okay, we'll get on with this. The results. Wow, the results on the first one were, like I said, a little different than what I was expecting. I'm going to show you the bottle because I still have got rid of it. There is the bottle and the color from the first experiment. It's kind of a, I don't know, I would say a dirty brown. Be about all I'd say about it, just light brown water. I ended up boiling for 45 minutes exactly due to not enough loss in the acid. It only went down about from 150 to 100. So I had to boil it for 45 minutes to get the acetate solution for that part of the product. And I will send you a picture of this. Then the second half of the experiment, sorry, grabbing my note cards. They're basically my paper. We took the acetate, the iron acetate, and added 15 milliliters into the 150 milliliters of peroxide, and it honestly started out, when I mixed it, it turned out to be orange. Very bright orange in color to start with. And the opening temperature at 0 seconds was 31 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to put this on camera so you can see it. Had a yellow, and that's talking about the the acetate that we made from part 1. It had a yellow tint, but like I said, it's a yellowish tint to a brown tint. So 31 degrees Celsius. The next 10 seconds was 24 degrees, and it went to a light orange and stayed light orange until 70 seconds, but the temperature did climb, not significantly. It did go down for 7 degrees Celsius in the first 10 seconds, then started climbing slowly and went up a total of 5 degrees Celsius, which I wasn't sure how far it was going to go, but once the reaction happened, it went from white orange to yellow. I mean, very quick, real quick. So experiments I love doing them. They're very easy. Just as long as I follow the checklist, it seems to be very manageable. If let's see, okay, let's go on to the critical thinking. Let's jump back real quick to the results. I do think the critical thinking, or the changing colors out of that yellow, I mean, it honestly looks like it just turned to Mountain Dew, which is unbelievable. So I'll get on with this one. I seem to be rambling. Don't talk. Critical thinking, explain the temperature change and the color change as the reaction proceeded. I know we haven't covered the enthalpy yet, but I did look it up to figure it out and to try and explain the temperature change. Sorry about the interruptions. So I looked it up, and I want to be able to talk somewhat reasonably smart about it, I guess. The enthalpy of any substance increases with temperature, which is saying both the products and the reactants enthalpies will increase. The overall enthalpy of the reaction will change if the enthalpy of products and reactants is different. So I hope I'm saying that correctly. Next, we're going to move on to self-reflection for one or more module objectives for this exercise. I picked module objective number 3, importance of situational awareness. I think this is very important due to the fact that you, especially with this one, you had to heat everything up on a stove, and being careful how you handled everything. Basically, it's more of a safety thing, I guess, than anything when it comes to this. That's all I've got for Lab 5. If you have any questions, please let me know. Lab 4, I want to let you know Lab 4 is done. I'm waiting the 5 to 18 hours for the substance to the product to dry, and then I'll submit a video on that. Thank you.